Hi y'all, welcome back to another episode of Painting Passports. We're in the North American Hummingbird book and we are doing the Broad-Tailed Hummingbird today. I am super excited because this one has beautiful colors. So let's get started. Let me grab my reference photo, which is the photo that you have in your book. I'm working from a screen, so let's go. I have taken the liberty to swatch my acrylic markers here, so I can choose which ones I'm going to use for the leaves. For this one, I feel like I want to go ahead and do the leaves first. And so that's what we're going to get started on. I'm going to get right into the leaves. So, oh wow, this is just chaos. Okay. It is just chaos. So 682 is the darkest one we have in the greens that we're thinking about using. So I have some of that right here. These are very juicy, but they don't spread like an alcohol marker. So, and I also like being able to use the, very much so use the, the colored pencils right on top, and then some watercolor paint too, so makes me pretty happy about that. So that's a dark there. There's some dark here. I'm gonna make this in here dark. I'm gonna make this in here dark. We're just sort of impressionistically painting. This one probably needs to be a little darker than what it is. So there's that. Come in here and get that handled. This is dark. This is dark. Pay attention to your illustration. It guides you. It tells you everything you need to know. That's dark right there. So that's that flower, that's that flower. So this right here is dark. So in between these is dark. Just take your time. I have mapped this one out for you. Should be pretty easy for you. This, I'm going to just sort of give myself the illusion of a leaf there. That's a leaf, and that's the underside of a leaf. So we've got a little bit there that's dark. We got a little bit on that side that's dark. This piece right here is dark. A little bit of this is dark. This right here is dark. This is dark. That's dark. My goodness. We're getting it. We are getting it. So that is that. So in between all of this is dark. Well, I don't know that that's all there is to the dark, but you know, that's pretty good. So that was the darkest dark. So now we're gonna go grab the 657, which is the next one up, this one right here. We're gonna come in and we're gonna try to make these kind of come together. I feel like this right here is really a different color. I'm gonna grab 697. No, I'm also considering this one. Which one is this? Is that a color in that? No, that is not. So we're just gonna, so I need I need 696. Wow. I'm gonna come in here with, I'll just have these three colors here. I'm gonna set this one down because that's the darkest color that I've used. I'm gonna use the 727, the 730, and the 657. So these two and this one here are next on the list, but I feel like this is a little different color. It's more of a, the underside of some of these is more of a sagey green color. Okay. Here we go. So we've got the green started. Let's talk about the next greens in line here. So I'm going to take the one in the middle, I think, and I'm going to start coming in here. And I know this part is a flower, and I know so that this part is a bud. And I know that this is also a bud, and this is a leaf. And I know that right along the edge of this, and then right along the edge of this is also leaf. And so all of these are buds. No, I mean all of these are buds that are getting ready to start, but they're in leaf. They're green. They don't have any color on them yet. This is all green. This one is pretty much all green. This one is all green, but I feel like that one could be the darker green here. Oh, look at that. See, that's not terrible. Okay. Come in right here and add that one. Come in right here and add some of that. In this we add some darker green back there, a little bit there, a little bit there. So we don't really want to mix the color, we're just kind of laying it side by side. That's the name of the game with how this part of it works. So we're just going to go back and forth. And just barely come in here and add the dark. Then we're going to come in with the lightest one. And we're just going to start scooping that in there. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Oh wow, that actually is going to work. I'm kind of shook. That's working. It's working. Okay, that's not terrible. So we've got the dark, the medium, and the light. Those are your colors again. 657, 727, and 730. These are the three colors. This is the super dark one, 682. We've already kind of laid it down where it needs to go. So then let's come over here with so that's the super dark one. Now we're going to go in with that's not the super dark one. That's the medium dark one. Sorry, y'all. It's hard to keep track of all of these. All right. So we're going to do this. is a sweet little ball here. That's a little green thing. This is a little green thing. This is a stalk. And then that stalk has lots of light on it. So we're going to come right back over there and hit that with some light. This leaf here has light on the edge of it. It has light on this edge of it. You know, could be better. I think that's got to be a little more sagey green. I really feel like maybe this color. Oh yeah, let's put some of that in there. There we go. I like that a little bit better, actually. That's a little sagey, and it just separates out what's upside down, what's, you know, turned around. Okay, there's the sage. So let's go back to this. So then this is the darkest, or the next darkest. This can go here and here. So this is, let's get this little guy. We're just going in and we're just trying to put in anything that we can see that's going to be green. I'm getting it painted right now. Right now, getting all that painted. So all of these, this is green. This is green. That's green. That's a leaf. That's a leaf. That's a leaf. That's a leaf. That's green there. So that one's green. That's a flower bud. Okay, so then we can come in with the next color, which is this one. Okay, so some of that back in the background is super dark, and some of this is going to be super light. I kind of like it. So this right here is going to be super dark. Okay, there we go. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest yet, but it's not, I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. Now let's get into the flower part of it. I feel like what are these? Let's see here. 837. Let's see if 837. Okay, then we're going to put a little bit here on top of this, and a little bit on this, and a little on this. Just a skosh on some of these here. And I know that I'm kind of blanket coloring these, but I just kind of want to get one color down first. And then we'll come through and we will straighten up the rest of it. This is such a pretty color. Genuinely is such a pretty color. Got little balls there, little balls there, a little bit there, a little touch there, a little touch there, a little touch there. That's a pink. We'll do that one pink. Okay, that is working for me so far. We're going to keep, that was number 837. So 836 is a higher value for that. So we're going to come in here and we're going to add a few little strokes with the 836 on each of these, just to kind of give it another dimension. Because again, I am not looking for these to be perfect. I want to paint impressionistically. I am striving to paint impressionistically. I am working towards that every single solitary time that I pick up the paint. So that is always going to be my goal, is to loosen up. And when you're painting impressionistically, it's more important to figure out, ooh, that's got to be painted. That's not a space. That's got. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with this one right now. The important part is to figure out what colors you're going to omit. That's the hard part for me, because I see all the colors. I look at this and I see 15 different, minimum of 15 different colors on. Okay, so there's that. Now we've got to go a little bit darker. So let's go a little bit darker. Maybe 624. Let's see if it's over here. That's 692. Which one is 692? It's that one. That's not really the color that we're looking for. I really kind of think I want 624. $624 is right here. So 624 is right here. That dries that color. So let's So 624 now has a place in the grand scheme of it all. So then 792 also has a place in it as a super dark color. And I'm going to go over that with some of the, with that other pink. This is nerve-wracking to me. Okay. 712, 713. Where's 713? Here's 713. Let's see if 713 seals it up. Ooh, girl, that is pretty. My goodness. Was it this? Will this kind of smooth that out? Oh, yep, that might just smooth it out for us. Okay, I don't know if that's right at this point or not, but I feel like it's good enough for right now, and you know, we can figure out what we're doing in a minute. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to set these up here because those are all the pinks that I've used. So now I kind of feel like now is the time to get in here with some of the colored pencils and start kind of developing some of these areas. So I've grabbed that is the Celadon green. It's kind of a sagey color. I was saying that we needed a sagey color up in there. So I'm going to grab this one and come in and kind of put that one to rest. This one right here needs to be finished. This color is green light, sap green light. So we've got it handled. Okay, and then so I think that's good. All right, now let's start playing with the colors on the bird. So I'm grabbing the number 23 red plum in the brute for, I don't know why I cannot say this, brute fooner. This is going to be really, really loud here for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and color the whole throat in this fluorescent pink. Got to use the fluorescent colors to get the feathers to look like they're reflective. And I'm going to grab the red. This is Deep Rose, number 26. I'm going to start adding some of that color in. These are not great They're just not very intense colored pencils, okay? So while they are semi-great for getting that fluorescent color down, I'm gonna add a little bit of it here and here to some of these flowers. They just don't layer the color very well. They're very transparent. There's not a lot of pigment in these. So, which is kind of what you want when you're working with the fluorescents. You don't want there to be so much pigment that it just takes over everything. So they work in that instance. But they do not use them expecting them to behave the way that Prismacolors behave, because they don't. Okay, so there's that. And then I know that we are going to have this chartreuse. What is this one? Turmeric. They called this one turmeric. It's not the color of turmeric. It's chartreuse. So we know that this whole area, woo-wee, my goodness, of the bird is going to have Yo, I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat wants in. I'm not getting up because I have the door open for her. And she wants me to come pick her up and bring her in the house. And I'm not doing it. So she is outside just throwing a fit and the door is open. All she's got to do is go to the door she always comes in through. But she's being a pill. Let's see here. I feel like lime. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, so I have lime peel here in my hand. I'm going to sharpen this. I would like to very quickly get through this illustration here. I don't want to... Oh no. Very seldom do they break. Every once in a while, you get a weak spot in the lead. So, here we go. I don't want to fill in all of that fluorescent yellow. I want some of it to show through so it looks like there's literally reflections on the feathers themselves. And as we go down, there's like this scallopy pattern that we just sort of, identify as being there. That's a little bit darker, and then it gets darker still as it kind of wraps around the back side of the bird. And we know that there is gonna be, there's lime green. Now I've seen all of the interference and the iridescent colors on this bird. This bird is spectacular, first of all. I mean, just gorgeous. And we've got to put in all these other colors first before we can really build up on the other, before we can start building in the real colors. I'm gonna make sure I've got plenty of fluorescent happening here. Okay, so that's good. Now, I know that those wings are really number 738. So let's grab 738, which is right here. And let's get these wings blocked in here real quick. I'm not going to put them all in. there'll be a little bit of white showing through. Wings in the back are a lot darker because that's the back side. The top part of the wing is super dark. The underside is super light. So then what else do we got going on here? I know that 638 appears to be the color of the belly, but that's the dark part of the belly. 646. What is 646? That's that. Let's take 646 and come in here and very quickly put in now, where's my hot pink? I'm just gonna go for it. 660. There's that. 714. Yep, that's next. Okay, now we need a darker color. Does kind of look like that, doesn't it, up in there? Let's not use, I have commitment issues. I don't want to use that. I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. I feel like I can make some of these other colors work. $738, $640. What is this one? That is 626. Okay, it's time to start breaking out some of the colored pencils to get this fully engaged here, because, you know, I don't know what we're doing yet, 100%. Also, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this background. I don't really know what I want to do with the background, because I really want to leave that open. Got the light color in there. I'm gonna put those right there. And come up here and start looking at my other colors. Gonna swatch these. That is definitely a color in this bird. This is bronze. Let's come down here and start laying in. Under the throat of the bird. And I know this is going to get a lot darker, so we're just going to build it and build it and build it up. And this is a lot wider. And this is going to have Gonna grab dark umber. Get his beak situated here. And we're gonna just start kind of putting in the scallops. This is difficult, not because it's so small that it's just hard to keep track of all of it here. So just take your time, do the best you can. Just see how I'm not filling in all of the area on top of that green. I am just starting to kind of just lay in just some little hashtags here, hash marks, I mean, with regard to, you know, where some of this color goes. Then we will eventually come in with another color and go right over the top of all that and smooth it all out, because it's just not quite working for us yet. It's going to though, it's going to work quite nicely. I know I've got a line there. And I'm thinking the clay rose for the underside of the wings. I'm also thinking that we've got some of this here under his belly. We've got this here, but that is also going to end up being a sienna brown. There we go. Then we're also going to put this lime peel right over the top of it. Kind of blend that in. I'm going to go over the top of this area with the dark umber. Going to again go over these tail feathers here so that we can see that there is some green in there. We're going to go over it with the, ooh, that's so pretty. We're getting it. We're building this up. This is working. See that? Now when I color over that, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it when it works out. Just a little light spattering. My rose clay. Let's get in there with this one first. Okay. I don't like this color. We're going to put it back. put it right there. I don't know where it goes. Does it go right here? I think it goes right here. Okay. Give me just a minute to think about this a little bit more. Okay, that was 20% French gray. That worked pretty good. So now we need to start bringing these back up. Okay, so what I'm going to attempt to do is grab a paintbrush. Oh, that's going to work. We're going to come up here and we're just going to tap, 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 tap. And then right here, we're going to just tap, 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 tap. Pull that, just dry brush right through that. So it looks like we're painting the little feathers. Ooh, that's gonna be cute. 660. Okay, that one's good. Okay, now let's grab the white pen. I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna open the Posca because I'm not getting the results with the let's see, maybe I will. Maybe I will get the results from this that I'm looking for. And use the pen to make the white feathers on his belly. He's supposed to be whiter here. See, I'm not seeing the white that I'm looking for. I think we're going to I'm gonna try the Posca. The Posca's either gonna work or it isn't gonna work, and I don't know. The sun's going down. Ooh. I don't know. We're gonna not play with that. Where's my gouache? Here we go. We're gonna do this with the gouache and the tiny little brush again, because I just feel like that worked last time and it should work this time. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna dip right into that, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna start laying in some gouache, which is probably what I should have done all along. So right here, he's supposed to be stark white right here. Okay, there we go. I still have to paint his little feet. Not terrible. I need to come over here and add some little dotties here. Give him a little bit more detail on his face. I kind of feel like we got to break out the watercolors. Let's break out the watercolors and see what we can do with those. This is not the greatest watercolor set, but I do like using this pigment in the books. It's not something I would use if I was making a painting for someone. I would use a higher quality. But for just getting like that, some pigment down. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let me have I need a square brush. I just want to pick some of that up. There we go. That's pretty. That's looking pretty fire. Okay, now this is a Winsor Newton watercolor, and I'm going to use it because I don't like what has gone on here behind the bird. I want to try to fix if I can. I don't think I can. Yep. Okay, so it's just going to make it all pink. That's fine. Fine. So if that's how it's going to be, and that's how it's going to be, let's re-wet this here, which is some white gouache from yesterday. And let's pick a color to go behind this. Kind of feeling like the blues and the yellows might be pretty behind this bird. Ooh, that's too intense. I don't think I like that at all. I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? What do we think? Do we like that, or are we? I don't know. See, that's the cheap paint being all granulated there. I don't like that. So we're gonna switch over to the other paint so that we're not so granulated. I don't know what color to put in the background. I just don't. It's always the worst part for me. It's always the worst part. Oh, that's pretty. That's not terrible. Right? How's that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That is definitely entirely too pigmented. So let's blend that out real quick. You know I don't really care for that. I just don't like it. I'll lift some of that up. It's okay. That's pretty. So I can kind of live with that. Let's see, what else do we have over here? I don't know. That's pretty. I still have to come in and finish painting the hummingbird's feet. Okay. Well, it's not awful. And I could go in. This one feels like it would lend itself to being quite nice if I went in with a pen and outlined these things. It would feel very painterly that way. So I might do that as well. We're gonna let that dry and we'll come back and see what we think. Okay, let's give this a go. I don't really want to go around every single solitary thing with like a solid line, but I feel like if we outlined a few of these, it might help. I think I'm right. I think it is helping. I'm not saying that this is perfect. But I am saying that it has definitely helped. Sort of just gives it some dimension, almost storybook-like. Really sketchbooky. I like it. I like it a lot. Come on now, don't crap out on me. So these fine liners are kind of sensitive to paint and things getting clogged in their nib, so you just have to be aware of that. Can still totally use them, no big deal. You just got to be aware that they're pretty cranky sometimes. Well, I don't think that's, I think I actually really like that. I feel like it looks good. Haha! We have another one done. I'm gonna sign that one. That one was painful. That's the loosest painting I've ever done, I think. It's very storybook. I like it though. All right, there you have it. There is the Broad-Tailed Hummingbird complete. Whew, wasn't sure we were gonna get there, but we sure did get there. So thanks for joining me in the studio. I'm Rio, and I'll see you on the next page.